The future doesn't wait. It's built second by second. Artificial intelligence is not a reality of the future, but of the present. AI is designed to take away the heavy lifting, the repetitive work, everything that drains your energy without adding real creative or strategic value. Its purpose is not to be your only engine, but your best co-pilot. So, embrace this crucial truth. Artificial intelligence won't do everything for you, but it will with you. You probably use Google Workspace tools every day. You write emails in Gmail, write reports in Docs, analyze numbers in Sheets, and prepare your next big idea in Slides. But what if I told you that you can do all that much faster? What if you had an intelligent assistant integrated directly into those applications, ready to help you write, summarize, create, and organize? Well, stop imagining, because that's exactly what Gemini is doing in Google Workspace. In this tutorial, we're not just going to talk about artificial intelligence, we're going to use it. I'm going to guide you step by step so you can see how Gemini completely transforms your workflow. Gemini est musical. Organize your email intelligently. We start with the main function of Gmail, writing emails. As you can see on the screen, as soon as you open the email composition panel, you can press Alt+H or click on the pencil icon to ask Gemini to write the email for us. Once done, we can modify it to make it more formal, expand it, or shorten it. Remember that we can also tell Gemini the tone of the email and all those aspects it should take into account to write it as well as possible. Gemini's capabilities in Gmail are not limited to helping us write emails. In the upper right corner, you will find the Gemini icon. If we click on it, a side panel will appear, where we can interact with Gemini. This button is present in all Google Workspace applications and allows us to make context-based requests to Gemini. In this case, the context is an email thread. At the beginning of the thread, Gemini offers us a summary of it. From the side panel, we can ask it to indicate the tasks we need to perform based on the information in the emails. We can even ask it to write a response. Don't forget to always supervise the result that Gemini offers you. And as an additional tip, it never hurts to touch up the email written by Gemini, adding phrases and expressions that you normally use in your communications. This way, we add personality and our human touch to the responses. Gemini and Drive. Power your cloud with AI. Google Drive is without a doubt one of the most important applications in the Google ecosystem. It's the cloud where we store one of the company's most important assets, information. And as you'd expect, Gemini is also here to assist you in managing your files. The first feature we'll look at is the ability to summarize and analyze a file or folder. Right-clicking will open the context menu, where we can request the summary. Gemini will add the file as a source in the side panel and provide us with a summary. From here, we can make all kinds of requests about the file. For example, we can ask it to provide us with the end date of a collaboration agreement, saving us the process of having to open the file and scroll through it to find the data. Another way to access Gemini from Drive is by clicking on the icon in the upper right corner. In the side panel, we can make all kinds of queries and requests. For example, we can perform advanced searches and natural language without having to spend time configuring the parameters available in the classic search engine. We can search for files of a certain type that mention a specific topic, or, as we see on the screen, we can ask it to show us all the invoices we have in our drive. We finish with a very interesting feature, adding multiple files as a source to the Gemini panel. In this way, we can compare them with each other, or make requests about that set of files. As we can see on screen, it is possible to select multiple PDF invoices and drag them to the Gemini side panel to set them as a source. From here, we can ask Gemini what we want it to do with the added files. In this case, we're going to ask you to create a spreadsheet that includes all the invoices we've added. In an instant, we have the spreadsheet available with its corresponding fields and the data of all our invoices, perfectly organized in the table. This powerful functionality offers us a huge range of possibilities, from comparing sales reports from different years to verifying whether a marketing action is aligned with the company's strategic plan. The limit, as always, is in our imagination. Google Sheets, your AI-powered spreadsheets. Gemini also transforms the way we work in Google Sheets. In this example, we're going to ask you to create a table with fictitious monthly sales data for a set of products from several of our brands. We ask that you include columns for product, region, units sold, and revenue. In a few seconds, we will have the table available to our spreadsheet. Now that we have the data, we need to draw quick conclusions without writing complex formulas. What are the most prominent sales trends? Which product performs best in Latin America, and what is the total margin compared to Spain? Gemini will analyze the chart to give us a quick answer to all our questions. It also has the ability to generate graphs based on our tables. As you can see on screen, we requested a grouped bar chart comparing revenue by product and region. Visual data is key to our presentations, and Gemini makes the process of generating it much easier. With the integration of Gemini into Google Sheets, we also have a new feature available. If we click on a cell and type the equal sign and then AI or Gemini, we can open parentheses and write in quotation marks the prompt that we want Gemini to execute in that cell. Continuing with the example table, we will select a cell and ask it to generate an advertising slogan for the product in the corresponding row. Once generated, Gemini will offer to apply the function to the rest of the rows with a single click. Incredible, isn't it? Creating tables, developing formulas, analyzing data, and generating content. Nothing can withstand this small but mighty ally. Gemini at Docs, your 24/7 creative writer. Gemini in Docs takes on the role of writer to help you overcome your creative block. Once we open Docs, we click on Generate Document. Gemini will show us a series of predefined documents that we can select as a base, but it also allows us to generate any document that we describe in the prompt. Once the document has been generated, we can select any part we wish to modify. By right-clicking, we will have the option Fine-Tune Text, which will allow us to modify the tone, length, and any other aspect we can think of in the selected text. Gemini will show us the modified text, which we can further refine, or if we're satisfied, we can insert it into the document or have it replace the original text. Gemini in Slides, your presentations in a prompt. Building a presentation is a time-consuming task. This changes thanks to Gemini and its Canvas feature, which allows us to request the creation of presentations in Google Slides based on a prompt or a document. For this example, we're going to give Gemini a report and the Zamora Company logo. We're going to ask you to generate a slides presentation based on the attached document and to use the logo colors we've added for the style. Gemini will get to work, and after a few minutes, this is the result. A perfectly structured, legible presentation with a clean and professional style based on the maroon and yellow colors present in our logo. This is, without a doubt, one of the features that will save us the most time. If we export the presentation to Google Slides, we can modify it by making the requests we want in the Gemini side panel. Additionally, we can try our luck with the Improve This Slide option, which is located below each slide and works with Google's image generation model to provide us with aesthetic and content improvements based on the context of the presentation. In the case we see on screen, it offers us a slide that is much more aligned with the message we want to convey. If we're happy with the final result, we just have to click the Insert button. Remember that these new slides are treated as an image, and you won't be able to edit the text later on. Still, the result is amazing. It's never been easier to enhance our presentations. And that's all. Now it's your turn. Open your Google Workspace and start trying out these features. I'd love to read in the comments which of these AI tools has saved you the most time. If you liked this tutorial, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on the latest from Gemini. See you in the next video. And remember, you can watch this video again and find a lot more content on our YouTube channel. Don't miss a thing. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and also join our Google group, IA Zamora Company, to stay up to date with all the latest news. We look forward to continuing to learn together.